Hello again. This is the Daniel Drupsky for this fourth video called My Birthday Updated video for August 5th, 2021, and I got here some VHS tapes. I got it from the thrift store or from the flea market during my birthday shopping. It was kind of fun. In my day, in the days like looking for things for my birthday for DVDs and VHS tapes, they used to get that in Suncoast for me or San Goodies. Now, since 2006, they closed down all the San Goodies and Suncoast places nationwide. Now the only thing that we have now is FYE, but FYE in New York is permanently closed. A lot of them. The only one that had it left in New York was the one in Ridgewood. Yeah. Let's hope here in Pennsylvania they had to keep it more opening. Okay, let's start with some tapes I just got as a birthday present, or maybe a little bit considered me as a bonus. Let's start with the 1985 VHS of The Wizard of Oz, starring with Judy Garland, Ray Bolger, Burglar, Jack Haley, Morgan Hamilton, and Frank Morgan. From this 1939 film, includes Judy Garland sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow. This is the 1985 release, and however this tape I just got is considered to be a reprint from 1988. And this tape, I just don't need it because that's what just the case with these tapes. Now I got here some more tapes. Let's start with Rainbow Brite and the Pearls of the Pits. Children's Video Library, released in 1985, and I think I have like another copy, but I might have to sell that on eBay. This tape was printed on October 28, 1985. On this tape comes with the Terry Toons cartoons, were currently made in the 1940s. Here's Den for the Last Dinosaur, like Holiday on Skis. This is from Free's home video in gotta be 1990 release. And I checked the tape out and it's recorded it right on the EP. Den for the Last Dinosaur was a popular cartoon character. It was made in the late 80s and early 90s. This is an ex-rental tape. And here's the Fairy Tale Theater's Aladdin and His Wonderful Lamp. And it has like Valerie Bertinelli, Robert Carradine, James Earl Jones is the genie, Leonard Nimoy, the one who plays Spock in one of those Star Trek series, and Ray Sharkey. I might know Ray Sharkey from The Idolmaker and Wise Guys. And this is the 1987 release from the Playhouse Videos Fairy Tale Theater Collection. And I just checked this tape out just not too while ago. And this tape, sadly, has no Fairy Tale Theater Collection promo at the end, but it has the Fairy Tale Theater promo at the beginning. That means this tape is a 1989 reprint. But someday soon I'll get the 1984 or 1985 original release of Aladdin of His Wonderful Lamp in one of those CBS Fox videos, big fat, in those big Fairy Tale Theater boxes. And now I have to sell like the original reissue of it right onto eBay. So now here's the third movie that Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor made, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, in 1989. And this is the third film they made together after they did Silver Street in 1976 and Stir Crazy in 1980. And before they made their final film together, Another You, in 1991. 1989 release from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Has the Mr. Baron Whatever preview and Glory preview. And has a dealer of the previously reviewed at the end. This tape was printed on the 47th week of 1989. Richard Pryor is the blind guy and Gene Wilder is the deaf guy that he can't hear. And here's one of the funniest movies of 1986. Matthew Broderick in Ferris Bueller's Day Off co-stars with Jennifer Jones from Dirty Dancing and Jeffrey Jones. Jennifer Grey, from Dirty Dancing, yep. and directed by Howard John Hughes, the one who directed the Home Alone movies. This is the 1987 release from Paramount's 75th anniversary. And this tape has no Deftone and no print date on it. And it has the 1987 original sticker label. And this tape worked hard to find. I got it in my thrift store. Oh, yeah. Here's Star Trek to the Awards of Keanu whatever. It was the second film of the Star Trek movies when it was made in 1982. The original Star Trek movie started in 1980. Then the third one was 1984, and the fourth one 1986. Then the Final Front, and then their Final Frontier one in 1989. And I like the original Star Trek TV shows, but eventually soon I'll show you like Star Trek's The New Generation VHS tapes I just got for my birthday. This is a 1982 release from Paramount Gulf Western Company and Paramount Home Video. This is what this tape looks like. Ricardo Montalban was in it. This tape was printed on the 45th week of 1982. Next one we got here is Whoopi Goldberg in Burglar in 1987, a funny cops and robbers movie with action glorified by WOR-TV by Judy Chris. 1987 release from Warner Home Video, division of the Warner Communications Company. When I got this tape, it's considered to be like a reprint. It has the blue sticker label print date on there. This tape was printed on the 60th week of 90. I think it's a 40th week of 89, and it has no Deftone at the end. Also, this film has Bobcat Goldwait co-star in G.W. Bailey, the one from those Police Academy films. Oh, speaking about Bobcat Goldwait, I got here a movie with Bobcat Goldwait that co-stars with Debbie Corman in Hot to Trot, and has Don the Horse. And did you know Don the Horse, played by the voice of John Candy, and Don's father was played by the voice of Burgess Meredith, the one who plays Mickey in those Rocky movies, and Run on the Twilight Zone. This movies are hard to find on VHS when it came out early 1989. And right now on eBay, they sell this thing for a pretty expensive price because this is a hard-to-find movie, on whether it's on VHS or Beta. This is a holy grail for this tape. Now we got here is Spring Break from 1983. And this tape is not actually the original. This is a reprint. Doesn't have VH on it. It has 60214. That means it's the 1984 reissue. That means like 84 reprint. And the only thing's missing is the sticker labels when it has the VHS Hi-Fi on it. This tape was printed on the 10th week of 1986. This next one we got here is Atlantic City, starring with Burt Lancaster and Susan Sarandon. It was made in 1980, and originally I used to have this on VHS, 1980 original. I think it was in 81. However, this is the 1985 the reissue packaging when they put it on VHS Hi-Fi. And I'll show you what this tape looks like. 1988 reprint of Atlantic City. This tape was printed on December 6, 1988. And has the tape master on there. This tape was printed on the 3rd week of 1989. And there's the Ann Romer's Stain, something like that. There's some kind of like a sci-fi movie. It was made at Universal in 1970. Stars with Arthur Hill, David Rain, James Olsen, and Kate Reid. Directed by Robert Wise, the one who directed The Sound of Music, 1985 release from MCA Home Video. I think I showed you that from my previous videos that I got it from my library. This tape was printed on the 39th week of 1989. This next tape we got here is the Molly Miniature that stars with Sean Connery and Richard Harris, the one from Camelot. 1986 release from Paramount Gulf Western Company, Paramount Home Video. This tape was printed on June 1st, 1986. Someone must have tear up the label on there. This tape was printed on the 33rd week of 1986. This next movie we have here is Windrider, that stars with Tom Burlinson. Was made in 1988. I think it was made in 1986. This is on VHS from 1989 from NGMUA Home Video. And I'll show you what the tape looks like. No print date on it, and definitely has no def tone at the end. Next one we got here is Sports Illustrated video of the Fabolous finals, and it has some funniest finals in the history of the '86 World Series. Hold on a second. This tape was just released from Sports Illustrated Video in 1989 or something. 89. Has no print date on it. Here's a Golden Book video of the Golden Vision of the Dinosaurs. It's probably made by Claymation. When it was made in around 1980, and this tape was released in 1987. My favorite Golden Book video series I like is like one of the stories. Like to have my Sesame Street, like I have the Sesame Street stories. Yep. Has the blue sticker label. Has no print date on it. This next tape we got here is Want to Die or Alive. It stars with Richard Hausner. That was made in 1986 and was on home video in 1987 from New World Video. And this tape itself is a reprint from late 1988, 1989. I checked this tape out. It has a def tone on there. Now we got here is The Principal. The stars with James Belushi and Lucy Gosper Jr. and Ray Drawer Chung. That was made in 1987 from the TriStar Pictures. This is on VHS. 1988 release from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. This is one of the first titles ever have it in a slip cardboard. Show you what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on the 21st week of 1988. Here is Bright Lights Big City with Michael J. Fox, Keita Sutherland, and Diane the West, the one from The Lost Boys and Footloose and Parenthood. And this is from NGMUA Home Video release in 1988. And it has a Poltergeist 3 preview on there. Has a barcode, no print date, and no def tone. Here's the Fantastic Voyage that was made in 1966. Has Stephen Boyle, Raquel Welch, Eben O'Brien, Donald Pleasant, Arthur O'Connor, the one from All in the Family, William Redfield, and Arthur Kennedy. Directed by Richard Fleischer. This is the 1990 release from CBS Fox Video. And this tape was printed on March 14, 1991. And this tape was printed on the 12th week of 91. And did you know, when I played this tape, it has the tape master from 1983 with the CBS Fox Video typing logo, and then it has the 1982 FBI warning scream at the end. Now I got some more VHS tapes coming your way. The Legends of Sleepy Hollow, told by Glenn Close. That was made one of those Robert Ear storybook classics. Originally, this is on VHS 1988, and this tape was a reprint in 1992 by Columbia TriStar Home Video. And this tape was printed on the 24th week of 1995. Next one we got here is the We Sings Together a Magic musical cassette that was released in 1987 from Pryor and Salone, something like that. And label is missing, but I got it with me. The Wii songs were so popular, it was made during the 1980s just for these little kids. During around those days, Wii Sings has like audio cassette in the book that follows the songs in there. Here's the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol, part of the Vestron Video's Charles Dickens collection. And this cartoon was made in 1982, and this is the 1984 VHS release. However, this tape itself, it is a reprint in the early 1990s. This is the 1991 reprint from Vestron Video under the license of Live Entertainment Distributor. And the tape master is in 1984. And here's the Where the River Runs Black Playhouse Video release in 1987. And this film stars with Charles During, Peter Halton, Dan Dealey, I can't pronounce it, yep. Directed by Christopher Chin. And the end label is front label is missing and has no barcode on there. How you like them apples? Here's the collections of the Outer Limits tapes. Let's start with this one with Adam West in The Invisible Enemy. It was from 1964 episode. The Outer Limits came out on home video since 1987 or something like that, or even 1988. It has a barcode, no print date on it. Here's the second one of the Outer Limits, or the 100 Days of a Dragon. Mm-hmm. 1988 release. Barcode on there. Mm-hmm. I had to get them at my thrift store. I found it by accident. Here's the third one. That is the Galaxy The Begin. That stars with Cliff Robinson in this episode. 1989 release from NGM UA Home Video. No print date on there and no barcode. Now finally in Outer Limits cassette we got here is Fun and Games. It has Wignick Adams in there. 1989 release. These shows were made for United Artists Television during the 1960s. Has a red crown on this tape. No print date, no barcode. Now we got here a tape set of 4 Weeks Towers that starts with John Cleese in one of those British comedy shows after he did like one of those Monty Python's Flying Circus series. And this box set was printed in 1992 from CBS Fox Company or by Fox Video or by BBC. Let's start with this cassette. I think I showed you one of those Flower Tower tapes when I got one of them from my library months ago. Let's start with this one. It has Hotel Inspectors, The Germans, A Touch of Class. 1986 release from CBS Fox Video. Show you what this tape looks like. This tape was printed on the 40th week of 1995. And here's another one of the Flawley's Towers. The second tape we have is the Builders, The Wedding Party, and the Psychiatrists. And these shows were made in the 1970s. Hard to open up this tape. This tape was printed on the 40th week of 1995. Someone must have bought them in Suncoast or San Goodies in my day. Now here's the third tape of the series of the Flawley's Towers. It has the Jar Midnight, Waldorf Salad, Inquisitor and the Corpse. 1986 release. Vertical sticker label. That's a 1990. This tape was printed on the 40th week of 1995. And finally in this set, here's the fourth one that we do have. It's almost getting close to the end. So I had to fix that. The fourth one we have here has 3 final episodes. The Communication Problems, The Anniversary, Basil the Rat. Now I'm referring to Basil Ratbone, that's for sure. Vertical sticker label, it was a reprint in 90. This tape was printed on the 29th week of 1995. On these tapes has both logos, like 3 logos, Fox Video, CBS Fox Video, and BBC Video logo. And now, before we close, I got some VHS blanks. Let's start with this one. This is a Kodak video cassette T1 120. That means like for 2 hours. Or if you want to record it run on LP or EP. This Kodak blank was around 1984. And probably this tape has someone must have taped some shows or movies in there. I can't recall. Now we got here is the Sony Dynamicron of T120. That means for 2 hours. That means just for time. This tape has got to be from 1985 or something. It was made in USA. Here's some things were taped off the TV. And it's like Screen Opera Help, Dream a Little Dream, whatever. IP Tomorrow Comes 3. I can't pronounce it. Some stuff that were taped off the HBO or something. And it has some promos on there. Now here's the Scotch EXG On this tape has the Haunted Honeymoon with Gene Wilder taped off the HBO. That's Life, taped it off the HBO. And Critters, a horror movie from 1986. Something I used to have on VHS. God, I love these old VHS blanks. Now we got here a Parasonic VHS playback. A play pack, like one of those tapes you had to take it from like one of those video camera camcorders. Yeah. And then you could put those little tapes into those tapes. And this has got me around the early 1990s. Now we got here like BASF, 2 more hours. That means like 8 hours for time 160. On this tape it has the Saloon or whatever. That's the HBO TV movie or something. Just for 4 hours or something. We got here like a crane turned video cassette stereo high grade for time 120. This tape has got to be printed or made in 1987. On this tape has Iron Wind with Jack Nicholson taped it off the HBO, Splash with Tom Hanks taped it off the HBO, and The Christmas Wife also taped it off the HBO. And last but not least, the other VHS blank. It has American Justice, Night of the Creeps, and The Warning Signs. Taped it off the HBO or Cinemax in the 1980s. Well, that's all the VHS tapes that I do have for this 4-part. I'll see you for this another video when I have some more, when I got some more presents. You guys take care, enjoy this video, and try to subscribe if you like these tapes or not. Goodbye, and enjoy this video.